What up, y'all? It's your boy coming back at y'all with this new final video for NFL draft. Today is Thursday. It's actually Wednesday night. It's like 1 o'clock. Thursday, next day, whatever. Same day of the draft, so it really don't matter. Gonna go through two scenarios here. What I want the Steelers to do and what I think they're gonna do. I want them to choose BPA all day. BPA all day. Don't matter what it is. I want the best player we can get there. We will be getting a top 20 player that can drastically help. So we resigned Terrell Edmunds. So we have 22 stars against, we got 22 starters all across the line. So that's huge. So we don't feel like they want to do that. So they feel like we need to reach for a player. So what I want them to get is best player available. So I'm thinking receiver. Would be cool with me. I'd be cool with receiver. All right, on offense, I'm cool with us drafting a receiver or offensive line. No quarterbacks. The only quarterback I would be semi-okay with would be Malik Willis, but I'm not a fan of Pickett. I'm not a fan of Coral. Desmond Ridder, none of those guys. The only quarterback that I would be okay with would be Malik Willis. But I don't want to see us straight up for a quarterback. Only reason why I want to see us straight up is for either Kyle Hamilton or maybe Jordan Davis. It really depends on the trade with Jordan Davis. So Kyle Hamilton, I'm on board with. Because Terrell Edmunds is starting just this year, and Hamilton will be ready to go next year. If not, he could be thrust in some kind of role this year, honestly. That dude's going to be a monster, Kyle Hamilton. But he will not fall to us as he's going to be pretty good. However, let's get to defense. If we draft defense, I would be okay with the 20th pick, I'd be okay with a defensive line player or a cornerback. No pass rush, like no edge rushers, no outside linebackers, not a middle linebacker this year at least. But corner for sure. I'm cool with corner or defensive line. If the Steelers draft anyone on defense, I think it'll be a D lineman, if anything. If they take a corner, I'm going to be pissed, especially if it's fucking second round or third round player, because they reach for corner and they just don't draft good secondary players. So it always makes me feel weird when we draft secondary, because I'm like, we can't develop secondary players. So offensively, I'm thinking offensive line or receiver, and defensively, I'm thinking D line or corner is probably the move. Just don't trade up for a quarterback. If we trade up, I want it to be for a great defensive player, preferably. I don't know. This draft's going to be crazy. I cannot wait. It is draft day. But I want us to get a receiver on offense or a defensive lineman. Would be so fucking sweet, man. Just think what we could do with another defensive line up there. Stephon Tuitt is still questionable. They said they've been talking to him. They're not sure yet. He's coming back, but he's trending in the right direction at least. But it's just in that D-line, man. We don't got nobody like... Look how bad the D-line played last year. And I understand Tyson Alualu was hurt, but Tuitt's a question mark. He's just never been the most reliable. Injuries or whatever, it just doesn't on the field as much. So if you ain't there, you can't play. So I think D-line's up there for sure for me, and we'll see what happens, but I can't wait. Today's the day, baby. Let's go. Let's get a beast. Let's get a fucking beast. Top 20 player, and let's draft our next Pro Bowl. Let's draft another good player coming. I'd be okay with receiver, but in a low-key way, there's so many good receivers this draft, we could find one around 2 or round 3, so I don't know. I'm pumped. I'll talk to y'all after the draft is over. After I make that pick, I'm out to be talking. What's up? I'm out of here. I tell how it is. Let's go. Draft, baby. I'm out.